Mobile TeleSystems is the largest mobile operator in Russia, and it recently bought a bank. Since there's been a lot of talk about Russian banks and mobile in recent weeks, I want to talk more about this with the company's CFO, Alexey Kornya. Welcome, Alexey.
Welcome.
All right, so tell me, why did a mobile operator like yourselves go out and buy a bank?
Well, we think there are two fundamental principles which lie behind that, which is industry, financial services are going online globally. And the second reason is financial markets are fundamentally underbanked. So penetration of financial services is very low, and debt leverage of households is extremely low. And then there are three synergies which you can derive from putting together bank and mobile company. First one, we have a very extensive retail network, so the second largest after Sberbank. Secondly, we have one of the strongest brands in the country. And thirdly, you can benefit from scoring and from knowing something about your customers. We have 70 million subscribers, so you can definitely benefit from that.
And this had nothing to do with the problems in Cyprus. All we heard in America is that the Russian banks were no good, so a lot of Russian people put their money in Cyprus banks, and those Cyprus banks failed.
No, it has nothing to do. I mean, the materiality of this issue is substantially exaggerated. That's just nothing to do with the overall capitalization of banking sector in Russia.
All right, so then let's talk about telecom. What kind of competition do you face in Russia? You're the largest provider, but you also compete against companies like VimpelCom, right?
Yes, well, the structure of the market, that there are three main players, national players, us, Megaphone and VimpelCom, all public, Megaphone in London and us and VimpelCom in New York. And generally we have a very benign environment, both regulatory and competitive. We are growing. We have mid to high single-digit growth over the last couple of years, and we expect that to continue. We have good margins. Our margins above 40 in Russia, and we're also present in Ukraine. We have margins above 50.
And you pay a nice dividend as well.
Well, and of course we have very strong, on the back of our strong financial development, we have good free cash flow, and we share that with our shareholders. We have very good dividend yield, which was historically around about 6-7%. And we recently indicated that we are planning upgrade our dividend and increase payout at least by 25% in absolute amount.
So those are your shareholders. What about Russian consumers? What kind of a position are they in? Are they spending? Can they spend more?
Well, definitely. One thing about Russian consumers, then they are one of the lowest leveraged globally. We are below China in terms of household leverage, and well below any Eastern European country. So the total household debt is about 8-10% in Russia, and it has tremendous growth opportunity if we start levering up and developing consumer segment.
And then finally, you said you do have a regulated business in addition to a non-regulated business. There's a lot of Putin risk, I guess you could call it, here in America. People are worried about, his whims, what he may do at any juncture. How do you view that? Is that a real risk people should worry about?
No, I think one should look at Russia from hard data and hard fundamentals, looking at what are the growth rates, what is the leverage. We have extremely low leverage government debt. We have good national reserve. We are the third largest holder of reserves in hard currency. So the biggest question is still we are growing on the back of good commodity development, good commodity prices. Whether we can develop out of that and grow also benefiting from commodity prices beyond that, what would be macroeconomical growth? I think one should consider in the risks associated with Russian macroeconomical development rather than some political issues.
All right, thanks a lot, Alexey.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching The Street.